Welcome to the theater, pal. Your friendly neighborhood master of chaos, back with you once again. Question for you. Male or female? It doesn't matter. Do you like boobs? Do you like boobies? I'm curious. Feel free to go ahead and leave your comments now. I'm taking a poll. That sounded bad. I didn't mean that to be a sexual thing. This is not a double entendre. I really want to know if you like boobies. Because today's movie is well, it's not all about boobies, but boobies are like the number one thing that anchor the film. Yeah. Also, it's about demonic possession, but that's neither here nor there. Dark Force Entertainment presents Magdalena, possessed by the devil, also known as the Devil's Female, also known as something else. It had like 100 titles. This is the release from Dark Force Entertainment. This is the rare release, by the way. This is no longer available. Do you see? Can you tell the cover is peeling? This was supposed to be glow in the dark, and it started to peel. So Dark Force said, you know what? Let's pull it. We'll put together another slipcase. They put together another slipcase. People were like, well, whatever. I'll take the glow in the dark one. I took the glow in the dark one because I felt it would be a rare-ish title. And then they decided to pull a Cartman.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Last I checked, Magdalena is no longer available on the site because everybody was complaining that their slips are faulty and the new slip wasn't as good, and where's my disc, it's not shipping, all this shit. Dark Force has had a lot of trouble. This isn't a Dark Force Entertainment conversation. Maybe down the line we can have one of those. This is a review for Magdalena. You've come to the theater. I've saved you a seat. You're here for a review specific to the film, but since this is all about physical media, we should, of course, address the packaging. I like this cover. I don't think YouTube's going to give me shit because of the glow-in-the-dark boobies on the slip. Whatever, I'm not monetized. The worst they can do is make me pull it, and then I'll just, censor it down the line. It's fine. That's why I asked you if you like boobies in the beginning. Magdalena is actually a fantastic movie. As a matter of fact, it's probably the best Exorcist ripoff I've ever seen. I think I've seen most of them. Ruby, Abby... what else? Beyond the Door, all those other ones. This one is really, really damn good, and not just because the main actress in here has a fantastic body. It takes place in Germany. It's a German film, so that makes 100% sense. It takes place in a boarding school. There's a young girl there named Magdalena, of course, makes perfect sense. And she has somehow become possessed by the devil. Now, we don't really know how. I don't think it's made 100% clear how she's possessed by the devil. Her uncle has been killed in some kind of ritualistic way. And she's connected to it somehow. We don't know how. But she's all of a sudden acting very lasciviously. The devil, or demon, or whatever you want to call it, that's possessing Magdalena is a sexy demon. A sex demon. At least that's the way it chooses to possess the girl. We see Magdalena naked a lot. And it's fantastic. It's so good. Of course, you sort of have to realize that she's possessed by the devil, so there's that element to it. You know what they say, you never stick your dick in crazy. That being said, the film's selling point is not just the fact that you're getting an Exorcist ripoff, but you're getting an Exorcist ripoff starring a beautiful young woman with an excellent body. And the filmmaker and the actress, they're not afraid to show it off. It is very much... it's... Okay, so the way it's marketed here, and according to the cut on the back of the box, it is an X-rated movie. However, there is no penetration. There's no genital close-ups or anything like that. There's just a lot of nudity and a lot of dirty talk and a lot of foul-mouthed behavior from Magdalena.
Magdalena?
I want to take communion.
But not in my mouth, but down here in my pussy.
She's not well, Father Conrad. Magdalena, please!
Calling it X-rated, I think, is kind of a cheat, because it's not really X-rated. I think maybe X-rated in puritanical senses back then, like, whoa, but it's coming out of Germany, people. What the fuck are you expecting? If you read the back, you say, oh, X-rated. It's not a pornographic movie, so know that going in. It does have boundaries, but it is a very, very sexy movie. It's very Jess Franco sexy, if you know what I mean. Dagmar Hedrick is her name. Dagmar Hedrick plays Magdalena. She certainly gives Lena Romay a run for her money in this film, and I would say Dagmar's body's a lot nicer, but that's a conversation for another time.
Nice.
On the box here it says, in her arms you will experience the fury of hell. And yes, you will, if you ever get into those arms. Most of the movie is her seducing guys and trying to get laid. She keeps saying she wants to do it. I don't want to be too gratuitous with this review. For some reason things happen and she doesn't really get to do it, or she causes men to kill each other or become violent. She's basically spreading evil and sin through the demon that's infecting her body. And I think the casting of Dagmar Hedrick here, who plays Magdalena, was genius, because you've cast a stunningly gorgeous woman who's just, so beautiful to look at. Endlessly beautiful to look at and admire. Here, you're just glued to the screen every time she's on, whether she's clothed or not. And when she's not clothed, she's amazing. And when she's, the innocent, regular Magdalena, it almost works psychologically in the movie's favor, because you feel so bad for this, young, sweet girl, beautiful looking girl, has the world, her future bright and everything ahead of her. And here she is facing this terrible tragedy that's come out of nowhere. And it's almost psychologically perfect, if that makes any sense. And I think that's a plus in the movie's favor when it comes to this type of subgenre in horror. And it's something I've never seen in stuff like Abby or Ruby. I feel the casting in here works so much better. Very much like casting Linda Blair in The Exorcist. A young, innocent girl is all of a sudden corrupted by this evil. It worked in that movie, and it really works in this film. Now, putting that all aside, you don't actually get your typical Exorcist movie here. There's no real exorcism. There is a priest. There is a priest character who feels she should be exorcised. But it's mostly taken from the perspective of doctors. There's two doctors that want to study her. They think she's psychologically broken. One of them falls in love with her, and she toys with his emotions. Her demon side keeps seducing him and then pushing him away. And it's very interesting, and she's trying to sort of mind manipulate him into killing the other doctor. It's very interesting. There's a lot of psychological cat and mousing going on with this movie. And there's a lot to look into this movie beyond just the excellent nudity. There's not a lot of gore. There's not a lot of kills in the movie. But it's just very well paced, very well shot, surprisingly well shot, and very, very tense, very suspenseful. I was shocked at how good this movie is. It has no right to be this good.
Me personally, I also loved this film.
Fuck, it is a good damn movie, and I highly recommend you get it. The Devil's Female, also known as Magdalena, also known as, wow, she's got a great pair of boobies, gets 5 stars. That's right. I'm throwing 5 stars at this girl, not just because she's got an amazing body, because the movie works on so many levels. Now, you have to, again, look past a lot of things, but you have to understand this isn't just a sexploitation movie. This isn't just an Exorcist ripoff. That being said, sadly, this movie is hard to find. I don't think Dark Force is selling it anymore. I don't think they will be selling it anymore. So you might have to go to eBay for something like this. However, I did find this on a DVD back in the day. It's on a DVD 2-pack with another film. I forget what company put that one out. That's the first time I saw Magdalena. And then it was announced to be coming from Dark Force on Blu. And I'm like, yes, fuck yeah. I gotta get those boobies. I mean, that movie in high definition. It's a good film. I highly recommend this. The package, not so much. I mean, this is just fucking ridiculous. But beyond that, a solid film, solid entertainment. I think you're gonna dig it. No special features on that release, by the way. Ugh, I still have all the dark shit on me. It's disgusting. No special features, but a couple of trailers for some upcoming Dark Force releases. And I think it speaks to the shoddiness of Dark Force because the trailers are really bad. Like, they're not remastered or anything. And one of them was pulled off of YouTube. As a matter of fact, during one of the trailers, it freezes and you see the YouTube play bar. And like, how the fuck did they do that? Because you could rip a video off of YouTube and not show the play bar. So I don't even know how they got the YouTube window on the video. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, beside the point, you're probably not going to watch the trailers anyway, but I do highly recommend the movie. Okay, my friend, it's time to close the theater down. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your seat. Is it still comfortable? I hope it is. I hope it is, because I love having you here. If this is the first time we meet, do me a favor, subscribe. We get to do this again because it would be such an honor and a pleasure to do so. Leave me a thumbs up on your way out the door, and don't let the demon bite you on the ass unless it has a good rack. For now, let me pull the curtain across the silver screen. I'll see ya when I see ya. The theater's closed for now.